Today is another draw and tell story. So if you have a marker or a crayon or a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper, you can draw along with me. I'm going to tell a story, and as I tell it, I will draw, and you can draw along. Now, at the end of the story, we will discover that we have drawn Oh, I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to let it be a surprise, okay? So at the end of the story, you'll have to figure out what we drew. You ready? Take my cap off. Okay. One day, it was super nice out. The sun was shining, and I wanted to go for a walk. I was over in my house, and my house was like right about there. I didn't want to go on a walk by myself. I wanted to go with my very best friend, Phoebe. So I called Phoebe up, who lived not too far away in her house. I called her up and I said, "Hey, Phoebe, you want to go meet at the park bench?" Now, there was a park bench not very far from our house that looked a little bit like that. Phoebe said, "Yeah, I want to go." So we both left our houses and we ran to the park bench like that. When we got to the park bench, we discovered that our neighbors and friends, Leo and Larry, were already there. They were sitting on the bench like that. That was okay. So we decided, instead of sitting on the bench, that we would go for a walk around the pond. So we left the park bench and we went for a long walk around the pond. While we were walking, we noticed that in the middle of the pond had fallen a big log like that. We stopped and looked. I looked, and Phoebe looked. And as we looked closer, we noticed there were little things flying around and hanging out near the log. We were fascinated by these little bugs. So we called to Leo. We said, "Leo, come and check out these bugs." And so Leo came over and watched. We said, "Larry, come on too." And so Larry came over and watched. And while we were watching, two more people who were in the park, two came and watched. What were we looking at? Did you draw a ladybug? It was ladybugs. So cool.